Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you couldn't tell by the sniffling, I am sick. So it's pretty cloudy outside today. I think this is the brightest I'm going to get. I even have a lamp set up. So let's go ahead. Today I'm talking to you about how to write a book of shadows, how to begin your book of shadows as a witch. I did actually go to Pagan Pride 2 weekends ago, but it was a dub. It was seriously, so Pagan Pride, it was basically like, first of all, the venue was like across this bridge. There was barely any parking. It was really weird. I got yelled at for walking across the bridge, which really wasn't a bridge. It was just like a pile of dirt that you went across to get to the venue. And so coming in there, it was nice, but I feel like it was very, I don't know, it felt like it was supposed to be bigger than what it actually was. And so we got there, me and my boyfriend, and we're looking around, and it's kind of weird. Like, there's not that many tents, there's not that many vendors, there's not that many things to eat, there's the things that are to eat, like, it's just very, it was handled, I think, personally, in my opinion, it wasn't handled properly. I didn't like it. The people there were really rude, not the people who were selling things or talking, but definitely the people that were like, first of all, the people that were like telling you where to park and where to go, not helpful at all. That's part of the reason I probably got yelled at for walking across a bridge, is because no one told me I couldn't walk across a bridge to get there. Like, I didn't drive, I got dropped off, so it was just a really big mess. And then, so people were just really rude. People weren't saying excuse me when they were walking in front of you or any of that. And some of the vendors, it did seem like they were catering to real Wicca and real pagan religions. It kind of just felt like a LARPing festival. It kind of just felt like I was there with a bunch of people who thought Game of Thrones was real or whatever, and that people were just going from that. There were a couple vendors that I really liked, but overall, I didn't even get enough to make a vlog. I picked up a couple things, but overall, it was just something that I won't be attending again, because for the same prices that things were overcharged for and being asked for, I could have gone to a witch store instead and not have had to sweat and go through the whole ordeal. Also, people, one of the vendors left their fluorite in the sun, which I don't know if it's like well known, but if you're selling crystals, you should know which crystals fade in the sunlight and which don't, and fluorite is one of the top ones that their color fades in sunlight. So it was really, I didn't like it. I didn't have good vibes there. The whole feeling was off. So let's get into what I actually got from Pagan Pride. Supplies and like things they had were completely limited. There were no like herbs really. Basically, there were no herbs. There were one place selling rocks pretty much. Everything else was really low quality in my opinion. I feel like the vendors that they chose were not as ready as they should have been, or had things that I would pay what they were charging for. Anyways, I did happen to find some things that really caught my eye and what I wanted to get. First, we stopped at this little, or it wasn't first, but we stopped at this one vendor, and it was very nice. I have a clip, but I'm not gonna put it in. It was pretty much a cute little place. They had books, they had candles and all this stuff. So what I did see at front of the register was the Witch's Date Book of 2018. And like I said, I have been a witch for a year, but I also have mental illness and depression. So it's really hard to keep up with what day of the year it is. Really hard to keep up with what moon we're in, what sign we're in, when Mercury's in retrograde and all that. And this is a planner, but it also includes what the moon phases are. It includes like what the days mean. It has illustrations, and I think it's really great. This is by Lulins. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I have a few other of their books, and I really like it. It's really easy to use, and I'm really excited next year to use this so that I can stay on top and actually do things and celebrate things, instead of this year when I kind of just let it pass by. I found a couple herbs that I kind of wanted. I got wild harvested dragon's blood. This was the most expensive thing that I got probably. It was $12.75, and originally when I picked it up, because the rest of them had like $2 on it, I didn't see the 12 and I just thought, oh, $2, and then my total came up to like 30-something dollars, and my boyfriend was like, "Ooh, what did you sneak in there?" And I didn't even realize, but I did get some dragon's blood, and I haven't looked up what their meanings are yet, and I have a horrible memory, so it's not on the top of my head, but I will list them down below. Then I got some organic juniper berries, and I just thought, like, juniper has always been something that I've heard around, and it was only one of the only herbs there. and I've heard of juniper before, so I was like, let's just pick some up and see what we can do with it. And then of course I got some wild harvested frankincense. You can't really see it, it's still in the packaging. It's from the Sojourner Whole Earth Provisions, the sojo.com. There's a link. But yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to use these for yet. I've been having a couple ideas of spell pouches I want to do. Let me know if you want to see a DIY on the spell pouches that I do. But yeah, I'm really excited about these herbs. These are really the first herbs I've actually bought to go and want to put in a spell, because the witch store that I usually go to is really, really pricey. And you know, that's good for them. They're allowed to be pricey. It's their store, but it doesn't make me want to buy herbs in bulk. So I kind of held off, and now I actually got a few herbs to start my collection. Alright, so like I said, in the same place where I got the book and these herbs, they had candles. And I don't actually have candles for spells, chime candles and things like that. Of course, they have color correspondences. I don't remember the whole ones right now, but I am doing a video soon on the color correspondences of candles. But they're basically just used for spells, and I don't want to have huge candles in my room because my room is tiny and I'm living with my boyfriend and we don't have a lot of space. So I just picked up these little ones. They were like really cheap, so I was like, why not, just go ahead. And then I got a little stand for them because I don't have anything for them to stand in. Basically, you put this on your altar and you light it and you do a spell, and I think that's really cool. Speaking of fluorite earlier, I don't have a lot of fluorite. I have one other piece besides the one in my hand, so I figured I would pick some up. This was pretty much, we were on the way out of Pagan Pride, and I was like, you know, whatever, I'm just gonna pick up some fluorite. So I got this tumbled one, and she is very cute. She's really cool, and she doesn't have any rainbow inclusions, I don't think. Actually, she does. Ooh, I didn't see it. I didn't inspect enough, but it's really cute. I don't know if it's focusing. I don't know. Do you see it? You get the picture. It protects against stress and negative energy. I get stressed out a lot, even though I'm not really doing that much, but it's just like it overwhelms me. So I think fluorite will be good for me. It also helps you look at the bigger picture. Like, it helps you to be able to see the bigger picture. So if you're stressing over a small thing, it's gonna help you look at the bigger picture and be like, why am I stressing over this? I don't need to. So it's good to carry around with you. It also helps you find balance in life and stabilize your emotions. And in no way is any of this recommended to go without your medication. Please use your medication. But as someone with mental illness, I use my medication, and I do believe in crystal healing. So I will use that to stabilize my emotions, as I do have a mood problem. So I got some, I'm gonna butcher this, as a witch. I hate that I can't pronounce some of these names. It makes me feel like I'm not a witch, but I am. I can't pronounce things, that's fine. So this is malachite, I'm sure. I've seen it everywhere. Like, I literally see this stone every time I go somewhere. I see this stone, oh my god. Oh. I see this stone in every crystal shop, and I'm just like, it's so cool. It's so pretty, and it has these natural patterns in it, and wow, and I'm just like, why haven't I bought any? So pick some up. It absorbs all the negative energies around your aura and its environment. Ooh, that's good to have. I haven't done much in auras, seeing colors of the auras, seeing auras, but that's something that I'd like to be interested in, so this kind of inspired me. Thank you, malachite. It balances your emotions and assists in times of change. One of the favorite things I got is this spirit quartz, or cactus quartz, or fairy quartz. I have a few of the little pieces. Spirit quartz is good for meditation. It aligns all the chakras. Ooh, it relieves fear, and it aids in the grief process. So that's cool. I recently lost like 2 of my cats, so this is nice to have. I honestly buy it because of how much it sparkles, and they're so cute. I don't know, they're called cactus quartz, and I love cacti, so like, why wouldn't I buy it? Also, if you want to see more of my rocks, I do a Meet My Rocks Monday on my Instagram stories. I'll have my Instagram link down below if you actually want to meet more of my rocks and see what they all mean. Last but not least, I got a titanium quartz. So I actually already have titanium quartz in a necklace form, but I didn't have it in a holdable little put on my shelf form. So I picked this baby up. Like I said, we got there like right before it was about to leave. Like, no one was there. It was dead. I saw this guy and I was like, I have to have him. Like, I swooped in, grabbed him, and that was it. That is the end of the Pagan Pride haul, rant, whatever. Writing a Book of Shadows. If you're a witch, you're going to want to use a book of shadows as your journal. Like basically what it is to mark your journey as a witch. You can find things from, like I'm saying, Tumblrs, Pinterest, things like that, other books that you've read, and write those for references down in your book, or you can write your own, what you think. Like I said before, witchcraft is getting modernized. If you don't want to actually write in a book, have a Pinterest board, have a document in Google or whatever, but have somewhere personally is to mark your journey as a witch so that you can look back and see how much you've grown. Step one would of course be acquiring a journal, picking one out, and picking something that you would want to write in and pretty much represents your witchcraft. You can go to Barnes & Noble and pick one out, Walmart, you know, wherever journals are sold, you can make your own. It's whatever calls to you, whatever you want to do. So personally for me, I got this one from Barnes & Noble. Ooh, isn't she pretty? She really screamed out what my craft kind of resembled. It's mostly nature, and then there's gemstones. I'm like, oh, that's pretty. To show off my book just yet, but the pages are gold on the ends, and there's this little thing. I actually wrote my book upside down, but that just adds character. It's about me. Pick out a journal and start writing. Definitely date your pages. You can start with a protection spell or something helping you along your way, calling out to your deities, whatever is about your craft, include that. So in my book of shadows, for example, I try to make sure that I date the pages. And at first, you can do this. You can do black and white. You don't have to do any drawings or anything. But as I progressed in my craft, I'm doing drawings and pictures and color, just because I want it to be something enjoyable for me to look at. I don't want it to be like a textbook. I want it to be me. I want it to represent me. When writing your book of shadows, anything that you think is important to write down, write down. Anything related to your craft, write down. You can also use it as a dream journal when you want to write in your book of shadows. Some people think it's a very secretive, holy experience where you have to sit down, light some candles, make a whole ritual about it, and that's their own. For me personally, I'll just sit down in my cozy socks and take my pens and just write down all the stuff that I learned recently, or things that I wanted to remember, or spells I have come up with. Witchcraft is your own thing. It's something that I'm going to keep repeating because I see a lot of witches struggle and try and be like other witches and try and copy the aesthetic and kind of feel inauthentic about it. Do what feels right for you and write your own spells in here. I have written quite a couple of my own few spells that I didn't get from something else. I came up with them all on my own, and so that's what you're supposed to do. You write your own spells in here. You write how they turned out, what energies you felt, all sorts of things. I see a lot of people are worrying about getting their book of shadows wrong or doing it wrong, but there's no wrong way to do witchcraft. There's trial and error, and you learn and you grow as a witch, and that's the most important thing. And it's really cool to document your growth. Definitely think that you do whatever you want to do for your journal. If you want a binder with loose leaf paper shoved in it, then that's your route. If you want a handmade leather journal or whatever, that's your choosing. Your book of shadows is a representation of your craft, and I think that putting everything that represents you is pretty much the only requirement. You can use pencils, you can use Crayola, you can use whatever you want, or you can go and use really nice calligraphy pens and all this stuff. It really doesn't matter as long as you're putting down your information and documenting your journey as a witch. I hope this was informative enough. I kind of wanted to do a book of shadows how-to video. I don't know if this was personally for me, my journal. I take it as something that's really important to me. It's a piece of me and a piece of my craft, and so I want it to be nice. And so yes, I mess up on a few pages, but overall I try and put my energy into it, and I try and decorate it with drawings and such. That's just mine. If you want a book of shadows tour, please let me know. I can do that as well. I did give you a couple sneak peeks into it. I really like doing these witchy videos. I don't want this to become my whole channel, because if I feel trapped in a certain box, it's not going to be fun for me to actually participate in these videos and things. If you have wants, needs of a video you want me to do about my craft, my crystals, or just random things, please let me know. I am very excited to be back and to be making videos. Make sure you click the subscribe button, you turn on my notifications, and you follow me on my other social media. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye.